Hi again. So today we're going to talk about a certain type of animal. It's a creepy, crawly creature, and there are many, many of them in our world. So let's see if you can guess what animal we're talking about today. So this animal crawls. It does not hop. Some of them even swim, okay? They have 6 legs, 2 antennae. A lot of them, I would say most of them, have wings. Can you guess yet? And sometimes they make us go, eek, because some of us don't like these types of creatures. What do you think we're going to be talking about this week? I'll give you another hint. A butterfly is this type of animal. An ant is this type of animal. Remember we talked about frogs or amphibians? What is a butterfly and an ant and a bumblebee? You're right. They are all insects, okay? Insects. There are so many insects in the world. And so I think a lot of people misunderstand them. I don't think a lot of people like insects, which is really sad. So what I want you to do, first of all, I want you to decide, and I wanted you to vote in your family, okay? Do you like insects or you don't like insects, okay? And I want you to go around your house, and maybe you could even ask your friends, and you can ask your neighbors on if you talk to them on Zoom or on FaceTime, or your family, your grandparents, do you like insects? Yes or no? And then I want you to take a vote, okay? You remember how we vote? Sometimes we use tally marks, right? And we put yes on one side and no on the other side. And I usually do that when you're in class to see. Now I want to see if you don't like insects, I want to see if I can change your mind. Do you think I can change your mind? Well, let's find out some cool characteristics of an insect. So I sent this home for you. So you know what I did, and I think you should do it too. I colored it in to make it easier to understand, and it's brighter and it's more fun to look at now. Okay? The question is, what is an insect? Okay? An insect is an animal that has 3 body parts. It has 3 body parts. And these are what are the names of the body parts? It's head, thorax, and abdomen. Look, there are 3 different ones, and they're 3 different sizes: small, medium, large. Usually an insect has the different sizes of the parts of their bodies, but every insect has 3 different body parts: head, thorax, abdomen, okay? That's the first characteristic. Let's count how many legs an insect has, okay? Are you ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An insect has 6 legs, okay? How about these? What are these called? It helps them feel things, right? Know what's in front of them, where their food is. These are called antennae, okay? There's 2 of them, right? Now there's something special. It doesn't say this on here, but there's something special about an insect's eyes. They're called compound eyes. So I make C's when I talk about compound eyes. So it helps me remember the letter C for compound, okay? It means that there's a lot of different angles on their eyes. It almost looks like a disco ball or a diamond. And they can see a lot of different ways. We only have one way to see with our eyes, and insects have a lot of ways to see with their eyes, okay? So there's a fun song. You know head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and a nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Those are our body parts. We're human beings. We're people. When we talk about insects, we're going to learn that same tune to the insect body parts, and it'll help us remember what the body parts are, because they're hard words. Head's not a hard word. Head is the same. But there's head, then there's thorax. Let's clap it out. Thorax. That's the middle part of the body, and then the end is the hard. We have one of these too. It's called our abdomen. It's kind of our stomach, lower stomach area. Abdomen. That's our abdomen. Let's sing the song. It goes like this. Head, thorax, abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen. 6 legs, 2 antennae, and compound eyes. Don't forget the ones with wings. Do you think you could do that song with me? Stand up now and try it with me. Come on, I don't want to do this all by myself. I don't want to sing alone. Ready? Goes like this. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen, shake. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. How many legs? 6 legs, 2 antennae, and compound eyes. Don't forget the ones with wings, ones with wings. If you sing that song, you'll remember all those characteristics of an insect, and your family will go like this. My mind is blown. You know so much about insects. And we're going to learn so much more about insects. So I have this funny book right here. It's a cute book. It's called Icky Bugs, because a lot of people think that insects are icky. And also another word for insects is bug, right? These are the ABCs of bugs. Do you know these bugs? Do you know these insects? Let's see if you know them. A is for ant. A is for ant. Ants are really hard workers, and they're really strong. They can carry really heavy stuff. A is for ant. B is for bumblebee. We love bumblebees. We're going to be learning about bumblebees. Because bumblebees are furry, they're able to stay outside in cool weather. Right? They fly from flower to flower. They make honey, and they collect pollen. C is for cricket. Crickets like to hide under things, and they make that noise. They rub their wings together, and they make that noise. Cricket, cricket, right? That noise, do you hear? You hear them at night in the summertime, right? D is for dragonfly, one of my favorites. They look really scary, but they're not. A dragonfly has 4 wings. When dragonflies stop flying and take a rest, they can't put their wings away, so they're always sticking out. E is for earwig. We don't know why it got that name. It has nothing to do with your ear, and it never goes in your ear. It has pincers, though. It needs pincers to get its food, right? E. What's next? Do you know what letter comes after E? Why am my book is stuck? E. F. Oh. These are the insects in the summertime around the end of June. You sit outside really quiet, and it's dark out, and all of a sudden you see lights light up. Those are fireflies. They're so beautiful. I love fireflies. F is for firefly. Fireflies shine like light bulbs in the dark. When they light up, they can find each other easily. That's how they find each other in the dark. G is for grasshopper. Grasshoppers can jump really well. Don't try to catch one because they'll just jump away, right? H is for horsefly. I'm not a fan of horseflies because sometimes they give you a little nip. I don't like the way that feels. They have really pretty eyes, okay, but they bite you. Okay, just be careful. You know what? When you see one, just go, get out of here, fly away, and they'll fly away. I is for, it's called a special kind of moth. It's called an Io moth. It has 2 spots on its lower wings that look like what? What do they look like? Eyes, right? That's camouflage. It's fooling its predators to thinking it's a bigger animal. J is for Japanese beetle. These beetles love to eat flowers. That's not good. We don't want a lot of those on our flowers, right? K is for katydid. Katydids, like crickets, they make noise by rubbing their wings together. You hear them at night in late summer, right? Oh, one of our favorites. L is for ladybug. This insect is called a ladybird beetle. Okay, it's called a ladybird beetle. They are so round, it's hard to believe that they could even fly, but they can. They have wings. They open up into wings, right? M is for monarch butterfly. We see a lot of those in the summer, right? We know about monarchs because monarchs migrate, right? They fly from Canada all the way to Mexico. How do they do that? And they flap their wings must get so tired. N, what's N for? N is for Noseeums. We know about those too in the summertime. It's a word for tiny insects that are almost impossible to see. You can only see them under a magnifying glass. And they do make you itchy. They kind of bite you and make you itchy. O is for an orb weaver. Now, something is coming up here. This says bugs, not insects. Bug is another word for insects or arachnid. This is a spider. How do we know it's not an insect? Let's look at the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't follow the insect rule. This is an arachnid, but it's also called a bug. O is for orb weaver. Spiders that make round orb-shaped webs are called orb weavers. We see those. Sometimes we walk right into those webs, right? P is for a praying mantis. They're rare. You don't get to see them very often, but they're really cool. They're called praying mantis because it looks like they're kneeling and praying. Okay, and gardeners and farmers like this insect because it eats the pesky bugs in their garden. We like them. Q is for queen bee. She's the queen of the hive, right? In a beehive, there's only one queen bee. She can lay thousands of eggs per day, and the other bees take care of her. She's the boss of all the bees, right? R. What insect starts with the letter R? R is for red admiral. This butterfly is not bright red like an apple or a cherry. It's a rusty orange color. We have to look for those see what kinds we can find in our garden. S. Ooh, S is for scorpion. Okay. A scorpion is really scary looking. It has a stinger at the end of its tail. It has 2 front pinchers just like a lobster. Okay. Let's count the legs on this guy. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he's got this tail and these pinchers in the front. I would say he's not an insect. He's a totally different class because he's got, I don't know, let's look. I have a great idea. I have a mission for you. I have a research project. Can you and your grown-ups look up scorpion? That's a tricky one. Find out what type of an animal a scorpion is. I wonder if a scorpion is an insect, an arachnid, or something else. Can you find out for me? Thanks. T is for tarantula. Also a type of arachnid, spider. Okay, is it an insect? Let's check. How many legs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it an insect? Nope, it's an arachnid. U is for unfinished painting. On this page, the illustrator forgot to finish the picture. I think he just couldn't come up with a bug that started with U. No, he did. Look. U is for unicorn beetle. Did you know there was an insect called a unicorn beetle? Why do you think it's called a unicorn beetle? Look at the picture. Well, the illustrator did finish this painting, and the unicorn beetle has a single horn sticking out of its head like a unicorn. Okay, V is for velvet mite. These creatures are red and so small that you can hardly see them. They're tiny. We can't see them. W is for another type of arachnid. You're not gonna believe this one. It's a water spider. These spiders make their home where else? Underwater. They have a special web that allows them to bring air below the surface so they can breathe. Oh, I am always amazed by nature. That's not an insect. It's an arachnid. X is for the marking on the back of this bug. We could not find a bug whose name begins with X. So we found a bug that has a marking with an X on its back. Y. I don't know. You tell me. No, I'm just kidding. Y is the letter we're talking about. Y is for yellow paint bug. This bug is very easy to see because it's bright yellow. And it is an insect because it has 6 legs. And last of all, Z. So I want you to look at this picture and know that this butterfly starts with the letter Z. What do you think this butterfly is called? Look at the stripes on it. It's a zebra. It's a zebra butterfly because it looks like it has zebra stripes, right? How cool is that? So these are all kinds of icky bugs. I don't think they're that icky. Some of them are insects. Some of them are arachnids. And what do you think a scorpion is? Can you find out? Let me know when you do, okay? So now we're going to learn a lot more about insects. Watch some of those YouTube videos about insects. And I'm going to read you some more stories, and I want you to do your work about the insects, and then you find out if you like them or you don't like them. Okay, make that decision. All right, and I just wanted to tell you today when I came down to my schoolroom at my house, I left a piece of an apple on the desk, and there were ants all over it. So I took a video, and I'll send it to you so you could see it. Okay. All right, have a great Monday. See you later.